For thousands of years, humanity has lived in cycles, empires rising and falling, cultures flourishing and fading, knowledge discovered and then forgotten. But today, something is different. Something is stirring across the planet, in ways too vast to be ignored. It is not just political. It is not only technological. It is not merely environmental. It is something deeper, an awakening of human consciousness itself. Why now? Why this generation? Why are people everywhere beginning to question, to search, to feel that the world as it is not the full story? This is not a random event. It is the shift. And to understand it, we must look at the forces converging to awaken the human spirit at this very moment in time. One of the most powerful forces driving this awakening is technology. Never before in human history has knowledge been so accessible. In a single moment, we can connect with someone across the world. We can search the libraries of centuries. We can share an idea that travels faster than light beams used to travel across fiber optics. Artificial intelligence is no longer science fiction, it is shaping art, medicine, communication, even the way we dream. For many, this sparks fear. But beneath the fear lies a realization: if machines can think, then what does it mean to be human? The rise of technology is forcing us to confront our uniqueness, not our ability to calculate, but our ability to create, to feel, to connect with the infinite. This mirror held up by technology is not dehumanizing us. It is reminding us that our true power has never been in speed or storage, but in spirit and imagination. The earth itself is calling humanity to awaken. We can no longer deny it, the climate is shifting. Storms grow stronger. Seasons blur. Species disappear. The planet is speaking in a voice we can no longer ignore. But notice what is happening in response: a wave of awareness, a collective recognition that our survival depends on harmony, not domination. For centuries, humans treated the earth as a resource. Now, we begin to see it as a living system, a breathing organism, a mother that sustains us. This ecological crisis is not just a danger, it is an initiation. It is teaching us to rise beyond greed, to move from separation to interconnection, to remember that we are not outside nature, we are nature itself. And in this realization, the awakening deepens. Another reason the world is waking up now is because the systems that once governed our lives are beginning to fracture. Economic models built on endless consumption are showing their cracks. Political institutions struggle to adapt to a hyper-connected world. The narratives that once controlled populations are losing their grip. This collapse is frightening, but also necessary. For when an old structure crumbles, it makes space for something new to emerge. We are beginning to see that the real wealth is not money, but awareness. The real power is not control, but collaboration. The real security is not in walls, but in wisdom. The end of these old patterns is not the end of humanity, it is the dawn of a new paradigm. As the outer world grows louder, more people are turning inward. Meditation, mindfulness, breathwork, self-reflection, once considered fringe practices, are now embraced worldwide. People are realizing that the greatest frontier is not outer space, but inner space. This inner exploration is not about escaping the world. It is about expanding the self to meet it fully. When millions of people begin asking, "Who am I? What is my purpose? Why am I here?" this collective questioning sends a vibration through the entire fabric of reality. The more we search within, the more we discover that awakening is not about becoming something new. It is about remembering what we have always been. Perhaps the most beautiful aspect of this shift is the way humans are beginning to connect. In past eras, connection was limited by geography. Today, it is unlimited. People with the same longing, the same questions, the same vision of a brighter future are finding each other. Communities of awakening are forming, not bound by race, language, or belief, but by resonance of spirit. And here is the mystery: when one person awakens, they inspire another. When enough awaken, the collective consciousness itself begins to shift. This is not a theory, it is happening right now. You can feel it in conversations, in art, in music, in the silent knowing that we are not alone in this journey. So why is the world waking up now? Because the time has come. Because technology has mirrored our humanity. Because the earth has spoken. Because old systems are collapsing. Because inner truth can no longer be ignored. Because we are ready to remember. This shift is not something to fear, it is something to embrace. We are not entering chaos. We are entering clarity. We are not losing control. We are gaining connection. We are not falling apart. We are falling into truth. The awakening is not tomorrow. It is here. It is now. It is you.